As both a skills trainer and a varsity head coach, I'm always looking for something new that can help me, help my players, or help my team really be successful. And I've ran across something that I had to share with you, especially if you have a pressing team. I ran across the latest ebook by Trey Watts. It's called Meet the Press, and it's an amazing, full-fledged, I don't even know if I can call it just a book. It's almost just like an encyclopedia of pressing, and it's really amazing. I love the details. I love how in-depth it is. I just want to go over a little bit what's in it, so if you were maybe considering it or haven't even heard of it, you can know what's in there. The first thing that I really love is the alignments, okay? And there's multiple presses in here, but he talks about the alignments and how everybody needs to set up. But here's where I like that I think he went a little more in depth. It's not only the alignments, but he talks about what personnel should be where. You know, and you know, most of these books that I've read or videos I've watched, they just say, well, the point guard goes here and the shooting guards go here. He goes more in depth. He goes into talking about, well, the player that has these attributes will probably be your best here. It could be your shooting guard, could be your point guard, whatever it may be, but he does a great job of doing that. The other thing with the personnel as well is the teaching points. Because let's be honest here. We may all read how to make this press, how to make this zone work, or how to whatever, but if you don't have the teaching points, if you can't give it to the players in a way that they can understand and apply, then it doesn't matter what you know. And we all know that as coaches, right? Okay. From there, I love the keys to success. You know, because I've found that with any team that I've worked with here or coached as well, that we may have a system, but there's certain things within our keys to success that are going to make the difference game in and game out, and he gives those for each of the presses, and I love that. I think that's absolutely important. From there, he also gives the play calling system. Now, they run a pretty in-depth system here, but you know, you can find the play calls. Obviously, that's important as well. I mean, press is very run and gun. It's very get up and go. There's not a lot of time. You got to score and get into your press. So he's got verbiage. He's got play calls. He's got all the communication and vocabulary you may need so that players are communicating well with each other, but also coaches are communicating well with each other. Here's the other thing I like there too, and this is where I really like, is he's got breakdown drills. He's got breakdown drills, and I think that's absolutely important because you're not just going to throw a press on the team, say there it is and go. You've got to do the small stuff. You got to do the 2-on-2s. You got to do the inbound part. You got to do the trapping. You got to do the recovery. You got to do the rotations. And he's got all that locked in here. This is actually a book that my team presses. I'll just show it to you real quick. My team likes to run a full court press man, and we'll either pressure the inbounder or we'll pull them off and we'll double deny the best ball handler, and everyone else is obviously matched up man-to-man here, and really works well for us. But when I read the book, I actually found some variations that I think is going to be great for me to put in because of district. You know, and everybody scouts each other in district, and especially play each other a second time. I want to have some new things for those district teams so that they can be surprised a little bit. Meet the Press did that for me. So if you're interested in Meet the Press, which I highly recommend, very affordable, very valuable, very worth your time, then there's going to be a link either on the side or below, depending on where you're watching this. But definitely click that link and get involved. Doesn't take much. Very small investment for a high level of value. Take care. God bless.